My name is Toadie, and this is a city's skyline. With City Skylines 2 hopefully around the corner, I thought we could take a short journey together back in time, to before the city was built, to its inspiration. It's obvious to say that when developing City Skylines, Colossal Order would have taken inspiration from the real world for at least some of its buildings. But when I learned there were a handful of buildings in Vancouver that demonstrated a direct relation to in-game assets, well, I hopped on a plane to see this for myself. This is what I found. Redditors actually found a couple more buildings than I'm about to show, but when I went to where they should be, the buildings either weren't there or looked a little too different than what I wanted for a direct comparison. Okay, finally to the good stuff. I found the H2 3x4 Office 012. I managed to get the perfect angle to compare this building against its in-game version, and I think there's no argument. It's a total match. Next, I visited the H5 4x3 high-rise 09. The angle here isn't 100% perfect, but you can see the thin middle strip of windows and the inspiration is clear. I think this H5 3x4 high-rise 10 is another clear match. Between the curve of the roof, the spacing of the windows, it's the same building, plus a dorky me in the real-life version. The viewing angle for the H3 3x4 Office 14 was tough to get, but the comparison is definitely still there. You can see where part of the building juts out clearly, along with a general match of the rest of the building. I love the shape of the H4 3x4 Tenement 11 and was totally surprised to see it accurately reflected in the real-life building. I'm standing out front there, clearly expressing my excitement. The H2 4x3 Tenement 08 is an example that shows inspiration for not only the shape of the building, but also the height. At this point, I was completely geeking out about how exactly alike these buildings are. I got a few laughs standing in front of the real-life version of the H3 3x4 Shop 16C, but they had no idea. Look how exactly this building is replicated in-game, from the shapes of the windows to the corners of the building to the little clock at the top left there. We're down to my favorite of the growable buildings. Check out the 4x4 Tourist Hotel, once again featuring dorky old me, but how crystal clear is this comparison, gang? Even the hotel signage is placed perfectly. I can't get enough of this. And we come to our final building, this time a unique building, the Grand Library. It was so large, I took footage from a couple different angles, but it's another 100% match between the real world building and the in-game version. Did you know that there are also apparently some City Skylines buildings in Toronto? If you enjoyed seeing this, let me know with a comment that you'd like to see me make the much shorter trip to Toronto to scope them out. Until then, if you're lacking inspiration for a build, maybe take a walk around your own town and look up. Getting outdoors is so good for you, and the world is full of new things to see, if only you look. The video on screen teaches you how to build real-world cul-de-sacs in City Skylines. Watch it next and take care.